Zina was born with a defect, or maybe a gift, depends on who you ask. When Zina cried, she didn't weep water. She wept wealth. Genuine, raw heartbreak produced 24-karat blue diamonds. The first time it happened, she was 16 and heartbreak broke her. The second time it happened, she realized her sadness had a market value. Zina didn't get a job. She got a boyfriend. She didn't look for love. She looked for toxicity. She needed men who would cheat, men who would lie, men who would break her heart over and over again, because a happy Zina was broke. But a depressed Zina? She was a billionaire. Then she met Emeka. Emeka was smart. He figured out her secret in a week. Most men would run. But Emeka? Emeka saw a business opportunity. He promised to manage her. He promised to protect her. But Emeka didn't want to protect her. He wanted to farm her. Their relationship became a factory. Emeka's job was to keep Zina sad. He isolated her. He whispered insecurities into her ear while she slept. "You're ugly," he'd say. Clink. "A diamond. Nobody loves you," he'd whisper. Clink. Another diamond. He built an empire on her depression. They were the richest couple in the city, but Zina hadn't smiled in 3 years. But here is the thing about pain. Eventually, you go numb. One day, Emeka cheated on her with her sister. He expected an avalanche of diamonds. But Zina just stared at him. She felt nothing. The tears stopped. The money stopped. And Emeka? He got desperate. "If you can't cry from heartbreak," Emeka shouted, "maybe you'll cry from pain." He raised his hand, and for the first time in years, Zina felt something. But it wasn't sadness. It was something else. It was hilarious. Zina started to laugh. She laughed at the absurdity of it all. She laughed at his desperation. Tears streamed down her face. "Finally!" Emeka yelled, rushing to catch them with his bare hands. But sadness creates diamonds. Do you know what joy creates? Acid. Pure, concentrated, corrosive acid. Zina laughed harder. The more she laughed, the more acid she wept. Emeka tried to run, but he slipped on the diamonds scattered on the floor. They say money can't buy happiness. But for Zina, happiness was the only weapon she had left. She left Emeka dissolving in the living room. She's poor now. She's broke. But if you see her walking down the street, smiling like a maniac, run. Moral of the story? Don't push someone until they have nothing left to lose. They might just find something dangerous to gain.